Happy Thursday, Tava Nation. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It is raining here in Atlanta, but it is still a happy Thursday. So, hello, everyone. I see Shelly Felton on here checking in. How are you, Shelly? Good to have you on. That is New Orleans in the house where they had that good food. I cannot wait to get back down to New Orleans. So, I cannot wait. Who else? Sandra Jones. Sandra Jones, how are you? Sandra Jones, good to have you on here today. Mia Birch, how are you? I see you. They say you're tuning in for Miss Joan Green. That's what I'm talking about. Jenny Young, representing the ATL. Jenny, I will see you soon. We're putting together an event here in Atlanta. You all are going to see a few tours that are coming up. So we'll talk about that here in a second. We're going to do 3 tours next month. One is already out there and you all see it. We'll talk about it here shortly. What's up, Monique Chisholm? How are you? Aliska Rozier, how are you? Brittany Crabb, how are you? Congratulations to you, Brittany. I see you doing big things there. Trina Woodland, how are you? I see you. Yes, it is raining in the Queen City too. Who can guess what the Queen City is? Somebody guess what the Queen City is. Okay, you may get something you can guess. That's easy. Okay, that's Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, all right. So, hey, Dory, how are you, Dory Ray? I see you. Janet Reese, how are you? I see you. Aaron Sanders, what's going on, man? How you doing? I see you. But look, make sure you're tagging everyone. Charlene Thomas, I see you on here. Again, make sure you are tagging your friends, family, sharing it to your Facebook pages. We will get started here shortly. But listen, I hope everybody's having an amazing week. You all know what today is. Today is Close Out Thursday. What does that mean here at Tava Nation? That means that you are all doing multiple presentations, one-on-ones, whatever you want to call them, exposing people to these amazing products and this amazing company. Because at midnight tonight, payroll ends at midnight, and then we pay you next week. All right. So I see the volume happening. I see it's going up. I see people are ordering Ballet, Basia Tea, Capri CBD coffee, Flair. So make sure that you are getting that out this day. All right. So who else do we have on here? Shell Brown, I see you. How are you? Jared Jones, I see you on here. Anita Christian, how are you? Paulette Forbes, I see you checking in. Hey, rep your city. Where are you calling in from? I'd like to know where everybody is chiming in from. Let's see where you all are from. I saw New Orleans, Virginia, Jersey, Los Angeles. Man, Los Angeles, they're waking up early. I wonder why they're on here so early. California is behind about 3 hours here for me in Atlanta, but they're on here for a reason today. So California is representing. So who else is representing? Rep your state, your city, where you're calling in from. But listen. So again, like I say, we're Close Out Thursday here today. We are in February, the month of February. Man, time is flying right now. But I want to make sure, just a reminder that you guys are staying on task. Make sure that you're staying on task. Whatever your goals were for the month of February or for 2021, make sure that you're on task. And how do you stay on task? You write things down. You check them off as you're meeting those goals, okay? But make sure that activity is matching those goals as well, too. All right. So with that being said, I am super excited. As always, somebody said, let's go. They're tired of me talking, let's go. They want to hear the guest. Who's that who said, let's go? Okay, I'm ready. Okay, let's go. All right. So, but make sure again that you're staying on task, making sure that you're checking those goals off. But that's right, Mia, let's go. All right. So here's what I want to do. I don't know. I never know who I'm going to bring up first because everybody's dynamic that comes on here. All right. Everybody's dynamic. They have an amazing story about the products, their journey to Tava. And so I am going to start with Miss Joan Green. Joan, how are you today?
Hey there. What's up, Tava Nation? Hey there, Mr. Harris.
Hey, Joan. That's the energy I was looking for. I remember I did a call a few weeks ago and I was asking Nina Moore. I said, man, who is that lady? I need to talk to her. You are a ton of energy. So what's going on in California? You just told me earlier that you're out of Riverside, California. So what's going on in Riverside?
It is sunny and it is a beautiful day out. And so I am super excited to be here, to be on this live with you, and let's get it.
All right, let's get it. That's what I'm talking about, Joan. So listen, tell everyone, have you ever done network marketing? Have you been exposed to it? So how did you show up here at TAVA?
So here is my story. I started out in network marketing a couple of years ago, and the company that I was in, it served its purpose. It did fine. It did its thing. But in 2020, something started to change. I started to get uncomfortable. And I kind of just felt like a number in that company. I didn't feel like I belonged anymore. It was just an uneasy feeling. And I began to watch our mentor, Paul and Nina Moore, on Facebook. And this is before she and I had even connected. Her energy was fantastic. And I was just watching her. And so she was my mentor. I didn't even know it. And so she moved to TAVA. And I was like, okay, she moved to TAVA. And I know that she moves on purpose and for purpose. And I was feeling so drained in the company that I was in. And so I said, let me check out her live like we have every day at 8 p.m. And so I was like, okay, let me see what she's doing. So the story is that I was studying the ARC to begin with. Did not know when I joined her live that TAVA also means ARC. And so I heard the movement. I felt the movement and I felt the urgency to just jump. So I jumped right on in. I didn't think about it. I brought my team in, and listen, I joined on Christmas. So yeah. It's a gift to me that just kept on giving, and it continues to keep give. And one of my team members, Antoinette, said to me the other day, when you joined TAVA, you came alive.
Yeah.
She said, it was like you brightened up. You came alive. So TAVA became my lifeboat because I was sinking.
You were sinking.
I was sinking.
So, you said you were in a company. How long were you in that previous company before
I was there, I believe, for about 4 years.
About 4 years. Mm-hmm. And, let's talk about our products. You talk about, you said it, I didn't, that you became alive. Tell everyone why you became alive, because I saw it. If you all can just, hear her excitement. She's like this all the time. Yeah. She's talking about TAVA, but, tell everybody why you're so excited and, what excites you on a daily basis.
Listen, I'm excited because I just told you I was failing. I was sinking. My health was failing bad. I was diagnosed as diabetic. I had hypertension, high cholesterol. I had all the risk factors that would make me a sick person, and I couldn't lose weight. And so because I had hypothyroidism, I got on the Valet 30 and the detox. Mr. Harris, I dropped 20 pounds. Wow. 20 pounds. And I couldn't do that before. I feel amazing. The detox tea, listen, it removes the waste. It's not just about the weight loss, though that's a plus. Right. But it is about the energy and everything that it gives to you. You do come alive. My skin looks good. My hair looks good. My numbers look good for my physical, and numbers don't lie. Mm-hmm. And so I feel amazing. The products are amazing. They're anointing.
Yeah. I mean, again, you said it. I mean, now you all see why she's so excited, because she has a lot to be grateful and thankful for because of the product. And so let's talk about your favorite product. What is your favorite product and why, it's your favorite product?
My favorite product, again, I'm going to tell you, is that Valet 30. That is, what do they call it? The Lamborghini? That is the Lamborghini product. It has everything in it we need to live. Like I told you, the person told me, Joan, you came alive. You brightened up your countenance inside and out. She said, you're alive. And that's the way I feel when I drink that Valet 30. It gives me all the vitamins, all the nutrients, everything I need to function day to day.
Yeah. So, with the Valet 30, you've been sharing the product. You talked about moving your team over from your previous company. Talk about, I'm not going to say it was difficult to do, but, after being with a company for 4 years, and just say, you know what, it served its purpose. Network marketing is great, by the way. So we love network marketing, but just talk about the transition, transitioning from that company to here, how was the transition? Was it a smooth transition for you?
It was. Let me tell you, the transition has been seamless. Like, the customer service is excellent. First off, they're reachable. I can reach them at any given time that I need to talk to them. Okay, so they made it seamless. Our mentors made it seamless. They ensure that the training is there. They ensure that the encouragement is there, and they're there to answer all questions. So it's been seamless, and I just really appreciate that, because I was like, okay, I'm joining another company, and that fear can come in, but I don't have any fear because it's been so seamless and it's been so smooth and easy.
Yeah, yeah. Big shout out to our customer service department.
Yes.
Those ladies, Callie, Megan, Roz.
Yes.
I mean, they do an amazing job, and big shout out to Lachelle Pierre as well. So,
Yes.
but yeah, they do an amazing job day in and day out. And
Yes.
I was there last week and listening in to some of their calls, when you all are calling in. So they care. You're absolutely right. So, but now that you're here, the transition was smooth. And, let's talk about how you've been out there sharing the product. Speak to everyone. What is your approach? I like to know, what is your approach on a daily basis, because you're actually building this business. And no, you're not building it full time, but you're building it part time. But what's your daily approach when you're inviting people to hear the information about TAVA?
So the daily approach is building relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It's building relationships, and it's letting people know that we care. We care about them. We care about where they are in life. We care about where they're going in life.
Right.
And do you have vision? And that's what I'm asking them. Do you have vision? We can go to work. Listen, if you got too many options, I am a registered nurse. Mm-hmm. My option was I had a 9-to-5 that paid me every 2 weeks. But when you get into a position with everything that's going on in 2020 and your job tells you, we don't need you anymore, where do you go from there? Mm-hmm. And so that's some real life stuff, Mr. Harris. And so I'm going out there and talking to people that are in real life situations where they can't put food on the table, or they can't watch little Johnny take their first steps. Don't you want to be home with your children? Don't you want to see those very important milestones? Better yet, this is real. Don't you want to put your bills on auto pay?
Yeah.
So I'm just talking realness to them, because TAVA is real, and it's about realness that's going on in your life.
Yeah. So, you talked about the how do you speak to people, but I'll also have a question, and this is I kind of ask questions so you can help other people on the show, by the way. So talk to everybody about, when is the time to identify someone as a distributor, mm-hmm. or someone who just wants to be a customer? What's your approach on that? How do you know, when you're making your contact list, mm-hmm. They can just say, well, I think this person is going to be a customer, or I think this person is looking to be a distributor. My thing is, you never know. So you want to put that person's name on the list regardless. And what is your approach to that?
So my approach to that is I listen. Mm-hmm. I have to listen to them. I can't overtalk them. I can't make a decision for them. I need to just listen and see where they're at, see what they need. And I try and meet their needs. Sometimes people, they just want to try the product, and I'm listening to them and I'm hearing what they have to say. Now, if they start telling me that, oh, I need to make more money, I can't make the ends meet, I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul, or things like that. Okay, let me tell you about how I can help you with that. Let me tell you how I can get you to your next level. Let me tell you how you can walk into that abundant living that God told us we can have. So I'm just listening to them, and that's how I try to determine which way I need to go. But bottom line is, I'm going to introduce them and invite them to our calls. Because once they get into those calls, they can determine also where they fit in.
That's right.
That's it.
Right. No, you're right. And you could have stopped at the beginning when you said listen. You listen to what people say, because they'll tell you. Because mm-hmm. Oftentimes, and this is, I talk about me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. Okay. Uh-huh. When I was building a business, when we first started back in 2004, I would just unload on people with all the information. And not knowing that it was the wrong thing to do. But I like mm-hmm. what you said. You have to listen to what people are saying. And, what I was doing, I would lead with the income. I would lead with the products. I would just give them the whole thing in 5 minutes. And that's the wrong thing to do. And
Yes.
it's exactly what you just said. Listen, because, you have to listen to what's right here, and people, you have to listen to their heart. What I mean by listening, Joan, people will tell you what they want if you listen to them. They will tell you, they'll talk about their kids. If, I always identify people with kids. And I know, everybody has, that has kids. That's what's near and dear to them. That's who's near and dear. And I talk about their kids. If I know that, if I'm talking to a male, it's sports, that's after somebody's attention,
Yeah.
And if it's somebody who likes to travel and do things, you talk to them about traveling, or how are you going to travel? I found a way. So it's different ways to speak to someone, but you just don't always lead with the income, nor the opportunity. So, and in your case, knowing what I know about you now, Joan, I would have let the product. I was simply with the product because of some of the issues you say you had. I was on the phone speaking with a college friend of mine, and he was saying, hey, his mother was going through something, and she had some swelling and some things going on, and he's down there taking care of her. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna ship you something. Well, what do you all think that product is? It is the Flare, and it's the Valet 30. Okay?
Yes.
And so, and that's how you, again, create those relationships and create as well. So that would have been my approach to you, Miss Joan.
Yes.
So talk about, have you been retailing the product? How have you been doing financially since you've arrived in January? What'd you say, 25th or 24th?
I came on the 25th, Christmas Day. Listen, the financial side of this, the business side, is amazing. It's unmatched. Let me tell you that I have already made more money in 1 month than I made at the other place. I mean, I just can't believe paying every week. We get paid every week here.
Yeah.
And my 1 week check, let me tell you, my 1 week check is more than I made in a month at my other place.
Wow.
Okay. And I get that week after week. And it is such a blessing. So retail wise, listen, my Cash App be popping. I love when I wake up in the morning and it's money sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's making money when you sleep.
That is.
And you don't get that in very many places. So the Cash App is real. I'm retailing. That's extra money besides what I get paid on Fridays. So it keeps coming. But you know what's going to be even better? Please. When I get that Porsche.
You get the Porsche. Okay. You get the Porsche. All right. What kind are you going to get, Miss Joan?
I haven't decided yet, but listen, I know it's coming. I'm going to get that Porsche.
Well, you told me before when you were waiting before to come on the show that you're moving to Tennessee. Porsche in Nashville, Tennessee versus a drop top Porsche in Nashville versus Riverside.
I know.
Riverside with a Porsche with sunny California versus Tennessee.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, it's kind of hilly in Tennessee. You're probably gonna need the Cayenne.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
The Cayenne. I'm gonna remember that.
So, but you can get whatever you want. So I was
right.
Okay. No, but no. So I'm glad to hear that. What's your goal for this month right now? We're 11 days into February, and what is your end goal? How many before we get to you? Because I want you all to know. I always ask the question, what's your goal? But you have to write it down. How many people are you working with right now to hit supervisor? Because here's what I'm gonna tell you guys. Everybody wants to hit diamond and above, but the cornerstone of your business is supervisor. It's all about how many supervisors can you create. So, Ms. Joan, how many supervisors are you looking to create here for the month of February?
we looking at least 5 supervisors, but we got some people that's going to go director 1, director 2, executive. Listen, we going for the top. Like you said, we going for a diamond. I'm running towards diamond. And I know that I need to help my team. It's not about me, Mr. Harris. It's not about ensuring that I get to the top. It's about ensuring that the people up under me, that they promote and they get where they need to go. And then guess what? I'm going to get where I got to go.
All right. So how many, because I want to go back, how many supervisors was that? 5, 4, 5?
5 supervisors. 5 supervisors. Right.
So you've gotten their names written down. They're like on target. Okay. So that's 5 supervisors. I'm gonna write this down. And how many directors, Ms. Jones?
Directors, I got 1, 2, 3 directors.
Okay, 3 directors. All right. All right, 3 directors.
3 directors.
Okay, and what is
we running for this? I'm putting y'all out there, so y'all better come on. Let's do this.
I'm writing it down right now because I'm gonna hold you to it.
Okay.
This is like, okay, now tell me those people names. I want to know. Don't tell it on the show. Okay.
Okay, I ain't gonna tell you.
That being said, because you all should know the numbers. All right. So to get to supervisor, how many points is that, Miss Jones? I'm putting you on the spot.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that. 500. That's 500. Okay, on both sides. Okay. So let's just call it 1,000 points. So 1,000 times 5 is what? 5,000.
Look,
then we're gonna create 5 directors. I mean 3 directors. That's 2,000 points on both sides. Okay. Look how somebody looking at me in the back of the room. Okay. That's 2,000 points on opposite sides. So that's 4,000. So 4,000 times 3. All right. So y'all see where we're going with this. You have to know your numbers in order to get to where you want to be. Kiki said 5,000. Okay. There you go. 3,400 for supervisor. There you go. All right. So, but listen, you have to know your numbers is really what I was doing. I was teasing, doing that little exercise, but you have to know where you're going. So if Ms. Jones says she's creating 5 supervisors, I was tallying that up for you guys, what that looks like, what 3 directors look like. So it's all about executing the plan, writing it down, knowing who your people are, because you can say it, but you have to know who your people are and who you're working with day in and day out. So Ms. Jones, with that being said, where does that put you? Because I stopped you at director, because what is it?
You putting me on the spot, Mr. Harris.
Yeah, Ms. Jones.
Okay, so we're gonna have at least 5 supervisors.
Yep.
Okay.
I got it written down right here.
Okay, and then we gonna have some director 2s. I got to get them in too.
No, we can't say some. We can't say some. You got to know who be Ms. Jones. You have to know who they are. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
So give me. You can't just say okay. So I'm gonna stay at 5 supervisors and 3 directors. When you call me, because you had a number, and say, okay, I've identified who the director 2s are gonna be.
Okay. And I know who my executive is too.
I'm gonna call you after this, like right after this.
You call me after this because we gotta talk.
We do. All right. But listen, so you're having a lot of success, and I want you to know I love your personality. I really do. That's why I wanted you to come on here. And but I'll come to Nashville too. I thought I was about to come out to Riverside, but how long you gonna be in Riverside? You need to build it big in Riverside before you move to Tennessee.
I got 2 more months and I'm out of here.
You out of there?
I'm out of here.
All right.
So you gotta lean in real quick in those 2 months.
All right. Well, look, let's make it happen. You said that you wanted us to come there and get on tour. If you build a big campfire and we see it, we're coming. Okay.
You're coming. Okay.
We're coming. Okay. All right. So, but listen, before we let you go, thanks for having so much fun being silly today.
Thank you.
Before we let you go, what tip would you give someone who just started the business last night?
Okay. Listen, y'all, make a decision. That's it. Make a decision. And I don't mean a decision in your head, because you can say all day long what you want. Mr. Harris just talked about that. You got to make a decision in your heart so that your whole body, everything lines up with that decision to say, I will be successful at what I'm doing. And then your actions got to match all of that. That's right. That's the decision.
All right, Ms. Jones. I'm going to be in touch with you, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on here. So you all heard from Miss Joan Green out of Riverside, California, and heading to Nashville, Tennessee to be close with her family. So I love that. So it's all about family, family first, ladies and gentlemen. So, but listen, next up, I have a young lady. I've known this girl since 2004. Share with you guys, my wife and I, Yolanda, we've been in the industry of network marketing since 2004. And we've met some amazing people along the way. You know, some are still in network marketing. Some we still keep in touch with that have gone off to do better and bigger things as well. But it's nothing like network marketing. So here's why I say that, because network marketing builds strong, lasting relationships. It's not always about a commissionship, what you could make off of someone, or if that person can make off you. We've built some great relationships over the years, and this is just one of them on here. I was so happy to see this young lady when she came to TAVA, and that's none other than Miss Lynette Farlow. She's a professional gal out of Delaware. How are you, Lynette?
I am absolutely marvelous. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. Like I said, I've known you since 2004, and I'm gonna jump right into that. So because we actually met Yolanda's aunt, okay, I believe, Gwen, down in Augusta, actually enrolled someone who enrolled you way out in Delaware. I'm like, where in the world is Delaware? No, I'm just kidding. And but we have known each other for a long time, and so it's just really exciting to see you here at TAVA.
It's really exciting to be here at TAVA.
Yes.
I can say that now, and that's the story behind that.
Yeah, we're gonna get right to that story too. So, all right. So, but listen, let's just jump right into it since you said it. So, TAVA's been around, going on 2 years right now. And at the very, very beginning, I actually call you one day. I text you one day and ask for your address. And I didn't say why. I didn't tell you. I said, hey, give me your address, and I'm going to send you something. And I shipped you some product. I shipped you some samples. What'd you do with those samples? Be honest.
Nothing.
Okay. And it was okay. I want y'all to know that it was okay, because I'm going somewhere with this story, because this is my friend here. Lynette, you sat on those products for up until about last month. And I called you a few times. I even had an event out in that DMV area. I came up to Delaware as well. And I called you too, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Did you pick up the phone?
I did not.
You did not, because you knew what I wanted, right?
I did.
And Lynette was with another company, right? And they sell a tea too, and we won't name that company, okay? And but we stayed in touch, and not just liking posts, because here's the truth. When you have friends, it's not just always about trying to get them to see what you see. It's just staying in touch, because we like each other's posts, comment on each other's posts, and but here's what network marketing is. It's like this. And what I mean by that, you never know who you're going to meet who knows someone that may have an end game to that person, that may know someone. And Lynette knows me. We know each other, and our families know each other. But I wasn't the one who actually convinced Lynette to come. I actually sent someone to go get Lynette. Okay. All right. So that is the true story. So here's what I mean by that. Okay. So somebody came on board up in Philly, and that's none other than Dory. Everybody knows who Dory is. Okay. Dory and Lynette, they have a relationship. Dory is doing well here at TAVA. I say, well, Lynette Farlow. She said, yes, I do. I need you to call Lynette, and I need you to tell Lynette that she needs to join TAVA. I removed myself from the situation. You all see how that worked? Everybody's like this. The world is big, but it's also small. Okay. So here we are, full circle, and Lynette Farlow is here, and she's a part of TAVA. But Lynette, what I want to say about Lynette is like I said, a corporate gal. She's very loyal. She's in another company and doing well. She was committed. How long were you in that other company, Lynette?
Well, over 6 years.
Over 6 years. So let's talk about that. We're gonna talk about persistence. No, that don't mean call people every day, come to my company, come to my company. That's not what that means. What you have to do, you have to show people that you're having success. You have to show people you're having success. And Lynette, you were with that company 6 years. You did some great things with that company, but you came because of Dory. But what did you see? To just say, yes, I'm going to be a part of it. I want to be a part of it, because you just
Okay.
jumped in. I didn't even know. I knew it, but I didn't know.
Okay, let me back up because I have to give homage to you. I have to give you your props. I'm not going to I'm not going to let you leave the story there, because to be honest, that's not the end of the story. So you were my very, very first mentor in network marketing. Like, the world needs to know that. You
Oh,
were a phenomena in network marketing. So I followed you. I did whatever you told me to do when we were in that company, and I had great success. So I've always respected you in this industry. I've watched you in this industry, but I also know that you're good at what you do. So every time you made a move, you've always called me. And most of the time I've moved with you. But then I fell in love. I fell in love with that company. I fell in love with that product. You see, I'm a pretty girl. Pretty girls rock. I am the T girl. I was in love with that. And I was in love with my idea of success. But you're still good at what you do. You continue to call me. You sent me product, and I refused to even try it because I was in love with my yesterday. I was in love with the idea of.
hmm
Pause for effect, because it was the idea of. If I was being honest, I wasn't still having the success I had the first 3 years of that business. Yeah, that's real talk. I was in love with the idea of. Things had changed. My business had changed. I wasn't making as much money as I made in the beginning of that business, but I was in love with the idea of, and I was the T girl. So how dare I go to a lookalike? How dare I go to the wannabe? And I'm saying this out loud because I said that out loud a lot. When you called me first thing, I'm like, no way. And I talk bad. I have to say that out loud because I need to confess. I had some really negative things to say about the idea of leaving. Okay. And then there was Dory. And then there was Dory. And another thing, fear of loss. Fear of loss. See, in that first company, I worked with Dory. Dory was my coach in that first T company, and we did phenomenal things in Philadelphia. We changed the map. See, when we went in that company, although it was a T company, they were out of T. We changed the flagship product. That was Dory's team. Dory's team made weight loss coffee popular. Okay, that's what we did with that other company. So I knew
Yeah.
what Dory could do, and there was the fear of loss. And then so Dory sponsored one of my best friends. One of my best friends. I'm talking someone I talk to every single day, multiple times a day. And we were working in that other company together. So every day she's talking to me about the phenomenal TK Walker. Every day she's talking to me about TK's system. Every day she's talking to me about what they're doing and how much money she's making. And I had the fear of loss. And then I thought about you. I thought about the move that you made. I thought about where you were positioned in this company, and I knew it had to be great. And there was the fear of loss. And then there was Dory calling, and Keisha calling, and Dory calling, and Keisha calling. And then there was the three-way call with TK. Yes, they put me on a three-way with TK. And that sealed the deal. See, what you don't know is my life has changed dramatically in the last 3 years. I'm now a divorced single mother, raising two teenagers. Story sound familiar? That's TK's story.
Yeah.
See, I had to sell my $500,000 house after the divorce. And right now I am what I would call displaced because I'm used to a certain lifestyle and I don't have that lifestyle today. See, that was TK's story. And what TK told me is she made $300,000 in 10 months. I said I could do 10 months and 300 will do me good. 300 will sit me right back where I need to be. And then y'all talk about 2021 being the year of restoration. Y'all talk about the arc. You talk about the arc of security. You talk about 2x2. You talk about changing families' lives. See, this is so much bigger than T now. This is so much bigger than the sample you sent me that I didn't use. By the way, After Dory called me 12 times, and after Keisha said, well, didn't Kevin send you some samples? I'm telling you, you got to try this tea. I'm like, you're right. I detox every day. That tea is not going to affect me like it affects everyone else because I drink detox tea every day. 2 and 3 satchels. Pause for effect. 2 and 3 satchels every day. So then Dory told me, okay, try it with the coconut water. Wow, is all I can say.
Yeah.
Wow. So I thought it was a fluke because you sent me 2 samples of tea. So I did the 2 samples of tea. Wow, is all I could say. And then you also sent me 2 of the coffees. I'm not a coffee drinker, but remember, we made weight loss coffee popular. So I said, well, let me try this coffee because I don't even like the way coffee tastes. I like the way it tastes. I like the way it tastes. And then this was the final thing. This was the final thing. I am struggling. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm so bloated. I can look at salt and blow up. I don't even have to necessarily eat it. I could just look at it. And I was saying to Keisha, I need a probiotic. If I could just find a probiotic. So I'm looking in my back office at that other company for any product that has a probiotic in it. I couldn't find one. And Keisha said, the Flare does. I said, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. I said, if the Flare really has it, I'll join today. She sent me her back, the print screen of the Flare, and I joined that day.
Yeah. So listen, I wanted to let you talk. Normally I'll cut people off, but I think people needed to hear that. And, you know, because I was jotting some things down and I want to go back. And what a wonderful story. You're right. I didn't know any of that. And we'll talk later because, well, let me stay right there. You never know what's going on with somebody. You just never know what's going on with somebody. And this is my friend, and we could talk here. And, you know, but you held it together. And because I do know your lifestyle, I know what you're accustomed to. And, you know, but here's what happened out of this. And I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. She edified. She edified. Dory kept edifying TK, who TK was. She knew TK, edification. It wasn't about Dory. She was edifying someone else. So sometimes you have to remove yourself to get what you need. I'll say it again. Sometimes you got to remove yourself to get what you need. And just like me, I removed myself from the situation. I knew I sent Lynette samples. I knew that. And I followed up. But that doesn't mean that I gave up. There's always another way in. I'm going to lean closer into the camera. There's always another way in. There's some of you all that are on here right now. I won't name names. I've sent people for you. Okay. I've sent people for you. Just because I can't get to you, somebody else can. Somebody else can. And I want you all to hear me and hear me good. Never give up on that person. That person may come around. You know when somebody's not making money in their company, things begin to change. They're not happy. Send somebody else to go get them. Okay. Remove yourself from the situation. I've sent a few of you all again. I'm going to say it again to go get people. I'm leaning in so I can talk to someone. I can help you all here today because your approach may not be the right approach. Somebody told me, I won't name that name either. Sometimes, you know, men can't go get women. Okay. Sometimes it has to be a woman. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stay off that. You talked about edification. Also, you listen. You know, you listen. You were open because your story matches TK's story. So that's who came after you. Okay. So always listen. And the message today on TAVA Speaks today is listen, listen, listen. We talked about listening with Joan. You have to listen to what people's needs are before you approach them. Listen to what people's needs are. So let's talk about the product. You talked about how great the product was, you know, Lynette, and you know, you had a goal date. We talked about what that goal date is. It's diamond. What did you achieve last month, and what are you going to achieve this month? Since you saw me rattling off those numbers.
If we are being technical, I've only been in business 2.5 weeks.
That's right. That's okay.
And the month of January, I did hit the position of supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
And TK and Dory have declared that I will be director 2 by the end of February.
So do you know what it takes to hit director 2?
I do. 5,000 in both legs.
So director 2 is 5,000 on both legs. Okay.
On both legs.
So how many supervisors are you working with currently right now?
4 currently right now, and I can name their names because they know it too.
All right. So, and we won't do that, but I want to talk about the activity. I want to talk about the activity to get them to supervisor.
Yes.
What activity? Let everybody know, what activity are you doing to help them get there?
I gotta tell you, I can't even take credit for it. I just plugged into the system. So the activity I'm doing is I'm ensuring that they're plugging into the system. When I tell you TK Walker has a system, she starts with retail. She starts with the retailing, but then she teaches us how to build, and then she teaches us how to work as a team. That's probably all I'm gonna say, but I will say one more thing. We watch our numbers. TK teaches us we have to watch our back office. We have to know our numbers, and we have a strategy every week to ensure that we're hitting our numbers.
So today is closeout, so when you look at both sides of your business right now, and whether that's 500 points or 1,000 points, do you know what you're going to close out with tonight?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Leave it there. We were in a previous company, Lynette and I, our first company, and I probably spent about 4 years in that company. And, you guys hear it all the time. I always talk about enrolling 8 or more people every single month. And the reason why I would do that in that company, and that stuck with me even to this day, if I were building a business, it's 8 or more. And here's what I want to say, and I have a question for Lynette. It is so important to enroll 8 or more people every single month. For one, you get the recognition from the company. We guys recognize you as TAVA influencers if you enroll 8, and 4 if you enroll 4, you're an influencer. But you want to do that so your people will see you. And she's laughing, but don't tell them, okay?
No. Wait, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something? I got an email today congratulating me for being an influencer, and I didn't know what that was.
You enroll 4 more people. That's what that means. So since you bring that up right now, Lynette, in that company, were you in that magazine every single month?
I was, thanks to you.
So talk to everybody about why it is so important to enroll 8 or more people every single month.
Because ultimately,
if you're serious about building your business, why is that important?
That is important because you have to keep your business growing. People will begin a thing, but they may not necessarily continue a thing. So you have to always be growing. Yes, you work with the individuals that you have, but just in case they fall off. But can I mention something else about our phenomenal team? We have a mission, and I've attached myself so personally to this mission. As a team, we are helping 100 women earn $100,000 this year. See, this is the year of restoration. I need to be restored. There are lots of other women that need to be restored. And I feel like I can attach to that mission so much more than my own personal gain. So why am I going out and recruiting so many people? Because I am trying to help 100 women earn $100,000 a month. And then I'm helping those women do the same thing. Because again, if you help others get what they want, then ultimately you'll get what you want. It's never about us. So so you taught me every single month, I need to continuously be recruiting. I thought about that as because I need to continuously be helping people. I need to be continuously be changing people's lives.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw out some numbers again for the people who are listening. If you're enrolling 8 a month, and I'm talking about on holidays, Christmas, it doesn't matter. Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter. Yolanda and I did not go to bed. And I know you all got on some of my trainings before when I do private trainings. We did not go to sleep. And Lynette knows what I'm talking about because she was a part of that. Lynette, do you have one more? You got to push one more. You got to get one more. We'll be up to midnight. Okay. You didn't get anything for doing it. You didn't get, you got paid a little bonus money. But what I'm saying, it was just the principle before your head hits the pillow before midnight. That 8 or more was in. Am I right, Lynette?
You are right.
It had to be in. And I want to do this exercise. 8 times 12 is what? Somebody put in the chat. Does it take that many people to build a business? No, it doesn't. It doesn't take that many people to build a business. But here's what I'm going to say. Out of that 8 every single month, you may find 1, you may find 2. Okay, because here's what happens. If somebody is their customer in your business, Auto ship, auto ship, auto ship, auto ship, auto ship, auto ship, auto ship. If you get them on the product, if you get them on the Valet 30, if you get them on the Flare, if you get them on the coffee, that's 96 people for the year that you personally went out and got that are on auto ship. Now, what if you had an organization? I'm a numbers guy, okay? If you had an organization of 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, 100 people, you all do the numbers. It duplicated, there you go, compounding, Crystal Williams, okay, compounding. That's all this is. This is all we do. I didn't get on here to talk about this. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today, okay? But it is so important. If you all are saying, hey, I cannot move my business forward, there's a couple things that happened here today. If you listen to Joan, you're not going anywhere yet, Lynette, but if you listen to Joan, she talked about listening to people. If you listen to people, you'll recruit people. You will have that 8 or more.
Yeah.
You lead with sometime the product, if you lead with the opportunity, but you have to let them tell you what they want. If you want to do that, listen. Okay, listen. So Lynette, you're a great listener, but you know the product. So you're here now at TAVA. And I have to ask because you were in another tea company, you know, and you said it. You said it. I didn't. It takes 3 or 4, but it takes 1 here. Okay. But what is your favorite product here? You know, being a part of TAVA.
I'm going to cheat. My favorite product is a combo. It's called the TAVA Lava.
Okay. Okay.
The Lava. That's a combination of the tea and that phenomenal CBD coffee. I drink a TAVA Lava every single day.
That's right. But look, before we get to the product, I got a lady on here right now, and I just saw her come in the chat. That's Dorothy Cook. Dorothy Cook, y'all, does 8 or more every single month. Every single month. More than that. More than 8. More than 8. More than 8. If she can do it at 27 years old, backwards, okay, which means 72, you guys can do that too. There's no excuse. She does it. It's a couple different things. You dictate what your check's going to be. And she's not bringing them in at $99. She's bringing them at $500, $1,200, $300. That's where she's at. She's in the top every single week as recruiting and income. All right. So that's another reason why you want to do it. And not just that, Lynette, your team will do it because they see you doing it. Is that right?
That's
all right. But yeah, you said the TAVA Lava. I know I went backwards, but yeah, the TAVA Lava, you know, that's a lot of people's favorite product. We got to give it up to Lachelle Pierre because that was her idea. She's like, what if we mix the tea and the coffee? I said, girl, it is the craziest thing. And guess what? It is a big hit. And we put that queue in the back office and it is flying off the shelf. So, but Lynette, you know, director 2, you know, I'm going to hold you to it because you all going to see some big things from Lynette Farlow. And Lynette, we got a lot to talk about, but we're going to put the work with it. And your activity definitely is matching up to the goal. Okay, because you know if we're working together, you got to know your numbers. You have to know. If you all are calling me, talking about you need help, make sure you know your numbers. You have to know your numbers. You have. I'm not just saying knowing how to read the back office. You have to know what your people's numbers are. You have to dig into their back office, but also you have to do the activity as well. So Lynette, what are you going to do to close out here today on Thursday night here at TAVA? Because Thursdays are big here at TAVA.
We are going to focus on the numbers. I'll put it that way. We're going to focus on the numbers. We're going to make sure everyone's on target for their monthly goal. We are the 2nd week in, so we need to be halfway toward the goal, and that's what we're going to do.
Say that one more time. Halfway through the goal because we have a few weeks left.
Exactly. Exactly. So the team is on point. We got to make sure the orders for the week are in. I got to say this because systems are phenomenal. And if you think about this business, I love that we sample so much. What I want to share is in 2.5 weeks, I've sampled more than I sold, but I made more money than I made all month in that other company last month.
I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't pick up the phone.
I sample. I love sampling. I love sampling. And then TK taught us how to flip a pack of tea. I
Yeah.
flip tea.
You know what, Lynette? Here's another thing that's important. Yes, we're doing a tour. We're starting that tour. We're starting in Philly. We're going to be in Philly. Don't put it up yet, Rocky. We're going to be in Philly on March 6th, and we're going to come back and do Atlanta on the 13th of March. And we're putting everything together for Atlanta. And then we're going to do Houston on March 20th. Here's what I want to say. Lynette, I know you're going to be there. You told me you purchased 2 tickets, but I'm going to put a challenge out. I'm going to put a challenge out to each and every one of y'all. It's not about me coming to Philly. It's not about TK or Nina. It's not about Tony Fleming and Tammy Faye here in Atlanta. It's not about TK and Dorothy Cook and some of the other leaders. It's not just to come to see us. Here's what I'm going to challenge you guys to do, because here's where it'll make a ton of difference in your business. And I want y'all to lean in close, and it's going to make a world of difference. You all should be purchasing 10 or more tickets. If you're a distributor, you need to be purchasing 10 or more tickets. Here's why. Anybody want to guess? Put it in the chat. Okay, I'm not going to hold it long. You should be purchasing 10 or more tickets. 10 or more tickets. Here's why. You want to give those tickets to people and have them to come to the event. I want to have them to come to the event. That's what I would be doing. I wouldn't show up at the event by myself. It is no way I would come to Philly and show up by myself just to hear me talk, just to hear a presentation. Challenge yourself. If you think you can bring 5, if you think you can bring 2, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. So what you guys say about that, Lynette Farlow?
I'll see you in Atlanta. That's what I have to say about that. You know, I'm going to see you in Philly, but I'm also going to see you in Atlanta.
That's right. Crystal Williams again said explosive growth. That's absolutely right. So, but listen, Lynette, we can stay on here and talk, but we'll talk offline. I want you to know I'm grateful and glad that you said yes to TAVA, and you all are going to be hearing from Lynette as well, doing some amazing things. I want to see you on that leaderboard this week. Okay.
Okay.
Leaderboard, you're going to get a phone call from me. All right. So I want to see you on the leaderboard in all categories this week. Okay. There's no excuses and no excuses. I'm going to be hard on you. Okay. All right. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Lynette, for coming on here today. Appreciate you. Good to catch up, and we'll talk here this evening. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you all heard from Lynette Farlow out of Delaware. And so I'm so glad that she's here. But listen, so, here at TAVA, you all know that we came out with a few things a week ago. And again, want to make sure that you all are on pace and on track with your goals. Nobody else's goals but yours. But if you don't hit a goal, just continue to strive for the goal. Okay. If you're not hitting the goal that you want to hit, always seek counsel. Always ask, is there anything that I probably, didn't do? Because sometimes we let life get in the way. Sometimes our mind begins to wander, but we have to get right back on track. But talk to someone who's going to tell you the truth. Talk to someone who's going to tell you the truth. And but reach out to upline, sideline, whoever that person is that you admire here at TAVA or even outside of TAVA, and that will definitely help you grow. So I know I do it. I always don't have good days. I hadn't had good days here this week, but guess what? We have to keep going, and because we got a lot to do. But with that being said, like I said, we're going to start out in Philly. We're going to be in Philly, Rocky, on March 6th. March 6th, going to be hosted by Paul and Nina Moore, and guest TK Walker is going to be in town, and I think I'm coming in too, so I'll be there. So we're going to have a lot of fun, but also make sure that you're inviting people. It's going to be an opportunity presentation. We're going to give away prizes. You all will see the agenda coming out soon, so make sure that you go right there. Early bird tickets are gone, and we told you all they were going to be gone, but they're gone. And so also look for Atlanta. Atlanta is going to be the following week, hosted by Tammy Faye and Mr. Tony Fleming himself, Mr. Relentless, and Tammy Faye. So they'll be hosting here in Atlanta, Georgia. And then we have Houston as well. So y'all better call us so we can get to a city where you're at too. So that's going to be the Houston event. Also, people are shopping for their cars. People are shopping for their white Porsche. People are shopping for their white Porsche. I know a few of the diamonds are shopping right now. Right now, they're shopping because we have this amazing car program where you can get your Porsche or your Tesla. I always say Porsche because yeah, so that Porsche looks good revved up. I don't think the Tesla doesn't rev up like that. But anyway, get what you want to get because guess what? It's on us. 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. So you will see the details roll out. But like I said, I see some of the diamonds are in here saying, look, they're already shopping for theirs right now. So, but listen, appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much. And we will also see you in Jamaica. Jamaica, man, I am so ready. My wife is so ready to go. She booked the tickets this morning. Okay, she's ready to go to Jamaica. So, and so my wife will be there too. So she's ready to get out of the house, ready to vacation. So am I. And I cannot wait to see all of you all who are going too. So it's not too late. Go ahead and get registered for Jamaica. So thank you guys so much. Rocky, thank you. Appreciate you. Take us out.